and welcome back to my channel. This is Zombie Trailer Park. Now, do something a little bit different. Oh yeah, the all Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, all that stuff. I think I said it backwards last time. Like, you can see how bad I am. I'm pretty sure konnichiwa is afternoon and konbanwa is evening. And if I'm wrong again, my Japanese teacher's gonna come out this computer and slap me in the face. But yeah, I'm gonna start it different. Now, huge fan of game shows. Love them, absolutely love all of them. Like, I'm addicted. I'll be on YouTube, for literally 3.5 hours watching those, like, best of Jeopardy. That's like an hour-long YouTube video of just all these different Jeopardy scenes cut together, and I'm just like, I'm thoroughly satisfied when I'm done watching it. I'll just be the happiest person on earth. But since one of them is Jeopardy, I thought I'd do something from that. Since everybody, if you've watched the show, you should know. If you haven't, you should go watch the show and then you'll know. So that'll help out. So today, gonna tell a little pun. Gonna get a little puns going here. And I had my friend send me this one because, of course I can think of puns as well as I can just go on to the internet and get some off, but I was like, I want to have my friend tell me one, see if it's funny. All puns make my stomach hurt. All puns make my stomach hurt. It is just, they pain me. So, category of today is zombies. Now, answer the daily pun. A stampede of zombies crashed a party and the cops showed up. There were bodies all over the floor. The cops said, let's get out of here. This party is dead. Ha 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 ha. Oh God. Already the stomach pains. It hurts. It hurts so bad. So I'm gonna be doing probably 1 or 2 of those every single video, and they're gonna get worse, and worse I mean better, and by better I mean, they're puns. So let's go into it. You've got a lot of weird topics to talk about again. I was going through Tumblr and just looking at a bunch of things, and I just picked off a couple of things that I saw on Tumblr. I was like, that sounds like it would be fun to talk about. Kind of want to share my opinions on that. So let's start stage 4. Trash talks, dead walks. There is a Pokemon now that is literally made out of trash, so now trash does talk. It's quite literal now. Let's see, I'll send out 2 shovel people, and of course the strategy is money. So I need to get as much money as I can right off the bat. I'm not sure how I'm gonna play this one. This one's obviously gonna take a lot longer. Like, first and second videos I made were only like 15 minutes long because first 2 stages are relatively easy. Now this is going to be the 4th stage, which should be a lot longer than the 3rd one. I think the 3rd one is about in half an hour. So I'm looking for this one to be like 45 minutes long of just constant zombie bits and all this stuff just going everywhere. Hopefully that'll be the nice thing about this video if it went well. Alright, the zombies are going. I wanted to put background music and stuff like that, but I'm having issues. I used to use this downloader to download tracks off of YouTube because it was really simple. It was just whatever song you were listening to, you would go up into the URL of it and you just hit pwn before YouTube, and the site is called Deturl, I think it is, and you just hit pwn YouTube and it would let you download whatever video you were watching into an MP3 format so that you could just have it as a song. But ever since about, I guess, 6 or so months ago, somebody must have cracked down on it and took it, like, not so much took it down, but really limited it, how many different kinds of videos you could use that on, because I've tried to use it on 3 or 4 different videos and I've only been able to use it on 1 so far. So hopefully I can go and get music, just, I don't know, some random website will let me download a track and I'll put it in the description where it came from and make sure I'm not violating any rights to their music or anything like that. That's one thing that is really hard to deal with. That's like a big issue that I am really fuzzy on. Obviously my friend, he helps me explain it, or he explains it to me better, but so far I'm still really confused on like the do's and don'ts, what you can do and what you can't do as far as like singing and talking about certain things and stuff like that. Like it seems like everybody wants to get their money, which is true, but then they also want to be assholes about it and be like, "Oh my gosh, you sang like 2 lines from my song? Oh, well, now you have to take your video down, or you need to owe me money." What is it, royalties? Is that what it is? I don't know, something like that. You owe me money. So I'm always really confused on that, but I'm trying to find, sorry about that, clap my hands together, trying to find just background music, anything simple, like even if it's classic piano music or mild dubstep, whatever it is. It could be, I don't know, it'd be cool if it's the theme song from My Little Ponies in the background. I'm pretty boss. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that I saw on Tumblr that I thought was kind of funny. So, you know, you go to McDonald's, blah, 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 they usually have the toys. And the way the toys are set up, it's either they have one toy or they have 2 toys. They have a toy for both a boy and a girl. And so there's a picture on Tumblr of this McDonald's, and it says, "Attention customers, we will no longer be asking you if you buy a kid's meal if you want a boy toy or a girl toy. We will simply just be asking you if you want Skylanders or if you want My Little Pony." And I was like, that's kind of funny considering like this has probably been on for a long time. My friend's mom said, yeah, it's been on for a long time, that they're trying to steer away from that whole gender bias for toys. They're like, they just want people to pick the toys. But I feel like they did that one specifically just because of the bronies. Just all the bronies that started popping up out of nowhere. That is like, they're like, people are gonna complain because we're being rude and biased towards certain genders and everything. So they're like, yeah, we're just gonna say Skylanders or My Little Pony. We're not gonna say girl toy or boy toy, which is good. Which is good, because there's a lot of, I know, girls who like to play with guys' toys and guys like to play with girls' toys. It's whatever. They're kids. No, fuck it. Doesn't matter? No. Are you gonna bitch about it? Probably. Like people do about everything. But yeah, I always thought that was kind of funny. Oh, okay, let's see. Not doing too bad right now. Well, doing really bad. Got like, what, a third of my bases flipping gone while I'm trying to get more money. There we go. Okay. Those 2 guys are not going to hold out very long. I'll send backup. Don't worry. Backup's on the way. Oh. Well, what's funny is, I bought Black Ops recently. The first one, not Black Ops 2. Just because I'm weird and I want to collect all of the Call of Duties, like all of them. 1, 2, 3, Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, MW3, Black Ops 2, and now Ghost. Not a huge fan of Ghost. It's alright. I played it at an anime convention, and I was like, you know what, it's okay. I had really bad opinions on it after watching other people play it, and just the way it got set up and stuff like that. It just looked kind of ridiculous, and the perk and create a class system just looked crazy. It looked like they just made things way too complicated. They just need to take it back to the MW2 days when it was pretty simple. You knew what everything was, and shotguns could be secondary, not always having to be primary. Those were the good days. They might have changed that. I'm not 100% sure. But I bought Black Ops, and this one dude who I was playing zombies with is really funny because he would treat everybody like they were in the army. Like, he would do the commands and he would yell out the locations of the zombies and try and sound all army with it, like the typical, yeah, drill sergeant, yes, this is where you should be, get down on the ground over there, soldier, and everything. And you know, it's nothing really, but it's people like that that just make games really fun. Even though it's silly and ridiculous, just from that, it made it really fun, and I enjoyed it, like, that much more. I already love zombies, but the fact that he did that made it just 10 times more enjoyable, because it's just fun to listen to and fun people. I love listening and listening to fun people and what they have to say and stuff like that. Holy crap, my base is gone. I need to just get these shovel people going. Okay, yep, yeehaw power. It's about to be yeehaw power, saves my ass. But yeah, I would rather take 100,000 silly people who are flipping ridiculous and like cringeworthy, and they just every time they say something, you shrivel up a little inside because you're just like, oh god, I don't want to laugh at that, but it was pretty funny. I'd rather have hundreds of thousands of those people than the guys who are like, oh gosh, you fucking shot me, you son of a bitch, and they'll just use all these just curse words, and then they'll get really racist about it sometimes, or they'll just get evil, they'll just get plain evil with it, and it's ridiculous. So I'd rather have the other type of people. Let's see. On the list of topics. Okay, so I saw this about I don't even know how long ago. I actually got to pay attention to the game more this time around. How long ago did I read this? It's about an experiment done with monkeys. I don't know if the experiment no, this experiment was real. I should probably go and look up the actual experiment, the name of it, and things like that. But it was pretty well explained in the post that I read. So it is a experiment with monkeys about I guess it's just about rules that you don't realize are rules, kind of. Just things that have been passed down from generations that are kind of just accepted. Nobody really questions them. They're just like, oh yeah, this is this because this. Like, there's no, what do you call it? There's no reason for these people to accept it. It's just like, this is how it's always been done, so this is what's gonna keep being done. And the experiment goes like this. So there's 5 monkeys in a room, and there's one ladder. On top of that ladder is a banana, or a treat of some kind, something that a monkey would want. So what happens is, they put the monkeys in the room, and all of a sudden one of the monkeys sees the banana, or they all see it at once, so they try and get it. But the second a monkey touches the ladder, all the other monkeys get sprayed with really cold water. So after about 3 or 4 times of realizing, hey, if we touch the ladder, then we get sprayed with water. So now, whenever a monkey tried to go up the ladder, all the other monkeys pulled him down and beat him up, and was basically whatever said in monkey talk, hey, don't do that, don't go on up the ladder, because we don't want to get sprayed with cold water. So after about a week of that, all the monkeys were trained. They knew, don't touch the ladder. That is off limits, that's a no, don't touch it. So the scientists swapped out one of the monkeys. Now there's 4 of the monkeys that know and 1 monkey that doesn't. So what happens is the monkey that doesn't know immediately goes, hey, treat! So runs up the ladder to try and get it. The other 4 monkeys immediately grab him, throw him down, and beat him up. And like, no. They're like, don't go up the ladder. And so after 2 or 3 times of getting beaten up by the other monkeys, this one's like, oh, okay, I can't go up the ladder. There's a reason why not. The other monkeys are beating me up because of it, so there must be a reason why I can't go up the ladder. So they keep doing that. They switch out another monkey, so now there's 2 new monkeys and 3 of the old monkeys from the original experiment. And then after that, they have 3 monkeys from the 2 monkeys from the original one, 3 new ones, 4 new ones, then 5 new ones. Now, each one of these monkeys is new, and the process repeats itself over and over again. So now, every time a monkey tries to go up the ladder, it'll immediately be taken down by other monkeys and beaten up. So they have they've come to this conclusion where now there's 5 new. Oh my gosh, completely got destroyed. There's not even a hint this time. It's just like, hey, you lost. I got 174 zombies and 80 kinfolk eaten. Damn, that sucks. Oh look, you can still see the flipping zombies just walking into my trailer park in the background. Well, damn. But yeah, here, let me try this again. God damn it, that was sucked ass. That was hard. I don't even know which one to do this time. Like, which one should I upgrade first? Immediately send out shovel people? But yeah, with the experiment, so now there are 5 completely new monkeys that knew nothing at all about the cold water being thrown on them if they touch the ladder. They just know that you're not supposed to touch the ladder. That's it. They don't know why. They don't know what happened in the past to make the ladder evil. They're just like, don't touch the ladder. Don't go near it. and they have nothing to do with the very first monkeys. So they're like, oh, that kind of applies. They're like, that kind of applies to people, where people will just do things because it's, I guess, tradition. It's the way it's always been done. And at the bottom it has a little quote that says, don't always do something just because that's the way it's supposed to be. It's like, think outside the box and try other things, kind of message that goes along with it. And I was like, that is a really interesting experiment. Like, I feel like that would apply to a lot of things. So I don't know, just thought that was really, really interesting. Okay, this time I'm gonna pay more attention to the game. Already messing up. Yeah, so I'll make sure there's 5. I'll send out 5 people, and I'll wait, and hopefully by the time they get done killing blah 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 the zombies, I should have enough money for another salvage yard. Hope everybody's doing good out there today. It's a nice day. I live in Colorado, and near the they have a word for that. Near the capital? Is that what they call it for states? Yeah, near the capital, Denver. And it's not too bad today. It's a little bit windy, kind of cold, kind of suckish, but not too bad. It's better than snow and rain. We had like snow, rain, sun. We had everything yesterday. Just about every type of weather you could think of yesterday, and it was bad. Luckily, I was at work for most of it, most of the bad weather. But yeah, hope you guys are doing good. Let's see. Old school Disney movies, like iconic sayings. I'm trying to think of some. I thought a lot last night when I was looking through Tumblr, but there's always those sayings that I feel like goes by generation, where you're just like, oh, I know exactly what that means, blah blah blah, just because it's a really famous saying you heard in a movie as a kid, and like everybody watched those movies as a kid, like Lion King and Aladdin and things like those. As far as Disney movies go, it's like everybody loved those movies as a kid, and almost everybody watched them because it was just what you did at the time. I can't even think of like other movies that I would have watched at the time besides mainly Disney ones, and maybe one or two just non-animated but still had the same concept, like Jumanji, like movies like that. And I'm trying to think iconic sayings. The Prince Ali song. That's an iconic song, though. Everybody knows that song and where it came from. You messed up the Emperor's Groove, or yeah, that's a famous one from the Emperor's New Groove. I saw a picture of that, and it was hilarious because it was King Julian from Madagascar standing next to what's called Cusco from Emperor's New Groove, and they're like both of them were basically kings, and both of them had the same kind of swag. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, that is ridiculously true. They both had the same kind of swag for sure, because they both did a whole bunch of dancing. They both were all ridiculous in their ways, but they would just be like, oh, I'm ruler of all of you, and you have to do what I say, or else I'm gonna throw a hissy fit, kind of thing. And that's basically exactly how King Julian and Cusco are, which I thought was funny. Oh yeah, something I saw. So apparently this has been around for a long time. Oh my god, I don't know how to do this. How does one do this? Maybe this is why I never passed it in junior year of high school. Maybe I just do not know how to do it. One should teach me. But apparently this has been around for a long time, but I just saw a post about it, and I was like, that is weird considering I'm from America. So it is bagged milk. Milk that comes in bags. So apparently the place that's famous for doing this, like, it's all over the world. All over the world there's places that do this, but as far as the post went and the story that I read online, it was famous for Ontario, Canada. So apparently they always have been doing this for a long time. Like, I don't think they ever really used cartons all that much. They have always bagged milk. So basically put milk in a bag, and now it's just sitting there like you would see frozen peas in a bag, just sitting there in in the refrigerator. And the milk aisle, dairy section. That's what I was thinking, dairy section. So I thought that was just strange. One, it's strange because obviously I live in America, so we don't really do that. As far as I know, I've never seen milk in bags. Like, I've seen whipped cream and other things in bags, but not straight up milk that you would just drink and pour in your cereal and coffee and stuff like that just on a daily basis. I've never seen it come in a bag. So I thought that was really, really, really strange. On top of, what you call it? Different types of cartons, I thought was always strange. Because if you go to many different places in America, they have all different types of cartons. Like, they just look strange. The ones from Colorado basically have a handle and they have a square bottom, but they go up to the side and they kind of taper off at the top. While ones where I've been to in Iowa and Arizona and stuff, they literally just look like a really, really big square, just a square box, really, but made out of plastic with a little handle at the top. They don't have any, like, much curve to them at all. It just looks like a really big square box. Holy crap, I'm about to lose this based on just the beginning zombies. I'm doing worse than the first time I played. What am I not doing correctly this time? God damn it. Oh, shit. Game over. Whatever you had in your trailer, the zombies are eating it. Sorry, Rover. Hint, build more salvage yards sooner. Well, yeah, that's usually the hint. Ugh. Alright. Alright, zombie farmer man. I'll try again. God damn. This is hard. This is no bullshit on stage 4. But, yeah, so none of the places I've ever been to. I mean, I haven't traveled a whole ton. I've only been to, I think, 6 different states and 1 different country. So I haven't been everywhere. I've not well traveled. But as far as I know, in America, we don't ever put milk in bags. So it was kind of odd to see it. And just me personally, I thought it was just ridiculous and ass backwards. Like, there's reasons for it. They say that it stays fresher longer and it probably tastes better when it's in a bag rather than sitting in a carton. And it's easier to recycle a bag than it is to cut up and recycle a carton. So there's actually good reasons for doing it. Yes, I can always see the good side and the bad side of most things. As just, in my personal opinion, if I have to learn, like, a weird process of cutting open a bag and blah 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 just to get some milk, like, I'm pretty sure the lady from Ontario, what she said was, like, they had to cut open the bag and then pour it out into something else to use it. And I was like, why would I want to do that when I can just twist the cap, drink it, put the cap back on, and be done with it? I don't know why I would want to have to cut the bag open and do this long process just to eat some, or just to drink some milk. Seems a little ridiculous. But I saw the other sides of it. It actually looks pretty interesting, to be honest. I think that would be fun. Like, if you ever had, what are those? The ice packs that you have for, like, injuries or anything like that, and the ones that turn really, really, really liquidy because they have that blue stuff in them that you have to put back in the freezer to get it cold again. If you throw that around, that's what I'm assuming it's gonna feel like, but, like, obviously not as thick in consistency. But I thought it would be kind of fun, just be throwing around a bag of milk. It's just, I don't know, it just seemed really awkward and weird. But I want to try it now. I'm always down for trying new things. It's, if you try new things, you'll like it or hate it, and I'd rather just find out if I like it or hate it, rather than always have that biased opinion, like, I don't think I would like that. Well, you don't know if you like that, and you're right. I wouldn't know. So I'd rather try things than just automatically assume I don't like them. I used to have friends like that who always had this thing where either they already had it before and they'd like it, or they would hear one thing about it that they didn't like. Didn't matter what it was. It could be the smallest thing. It could be the color. It could be, somebody could say, oh, it smells kind of odd. They didn't even say bad. Oh, it smells kind of odd, or anything like that. And they would immediately go like, no, I'm not trying that. I think that would be horrible. And you're like, well, you don't know. They're like, no, I think it would be bad. I think it would be disgusting. I don't want it. And like, you just shut yourself off from trying something new that you might absolutely love. Like, I used to be that way about calamari. I used to hear that and think of, that is fucking disgusting. Why would I want to eat some nasty ass fried squid? I I wouldn't want it. I was like, that's flipping nasty. And then one day I was at a restaurant and my mom was there basically going, come on, just try it, just one time, see if you like it, one time. And of course, your parents can wear you down, usually. Your parents can wear you down to do things you don't want to do just to get them off your back, and that's basically what happened. So I was like, alright, fine, whatever, I'm gonna try it, sure. I'll go, I'll please you and do what you say so you can leave me alone. And I flippin' love it. It's awesome. It's fried food. Anything fried usually tastes pretty good. So that applies to squid now as well. It tasted pretty good, and I'll go and eat calamari whenever now. I like it. So I'm glad I eventually tried it. Ooh. Yeah, but my friend, he used to have a saying where he's like, I love it when people call me stupid. And I was like, I don't follow you. I was like, I don't like it when people call me stupid. I don't know, I think it's rude. I want to punch him in the face. That's not. I was like, I don't feel joy. He's like, no. He's like, not in that way. He's like, I am always willing to learn. He's like, I'm always willing to learn, expand my knowledge, and go forward. He's like, I'm always willing to do that. So whenever somebody calls me stupid, I want them to tell me why. I want them to have a conversation with them. Even if it turns into an argument, I want to have that with them so that I can grow, so that I can either learn something or I can basically share my knowledge with someone else, and hopefully they can grow and learn from that as well. And I was like, that's pretty interesting. That's an interesting idea and way to think about it. And to be honest, I really like that. I would take that to heart because I love learning new things, even if the new thing is the weirdest and most awkward thing in the world. Like, what did I learn a couple years ago that is just weird and awkward? Or it's the thumb thing, that if you put your thumb inside of a fist and squeeze it as hard as you possibly can, you'll no longer have a gag reflex. There's no reason for me to know that. Like, it's pointless. Maybe if I'm about to choke on an ice cube, I could do that, because then the ice will just slide down my throat and melt, so that wouldn't be too bad. But there's really no reason at all for me to know that. And of course, the first thing people think of nowadays when they think gag reflex, they always think of something nasty. You just don't even lie. The second I said gag reflex, you immediately thought of something dirty. It's okay. You're human. So yeah, there's no reason for me to know that, but at the same time, it's really interesting, and I like learning new things all the time. That's why I like reading things, reading experiments. I like going on just random websites like IGN or CNN or whatever, and just learning things. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be anything. I could learn about, I don't know, what kind of fly has the fastest beating wings or something like that. Completely useless information, but still interesting. Maybe I'll apply it later if I go to somewhere and somebody starts talking about, oh, this nasty fly yesterday. I'll be like, hey, blah 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 fly can beat its wings at some things a second. Did you know that? And they'll be like, no. And they'll look at me like I'm crazy, and why would I know that? And I'll just be like, and now you know. Oh, take her down! God damn it. Why is this? The witches are so hard. Come on, give me my yeehaw power before I flip and lose this. You guys need to go. Give me my yeehaw power real quick. And then, what am I going to do? What's the next thing I need to get? I need to get, like, I'm trying to think. Maybe I just need to do people. Like, until that big guy shows up, I'm not going to be all too concerned. Excuse me, totally just burped into the mic. I'm still getting used to that, the fact that I have a microphone on my face, so I can't exactly just be crazy and do what I want to do. Maybe this one is more of a control of my yeehaw powers, because now I gotta like basically decide, hey, do I have enough people and time to wait to get to the 4,000 one? But that's just gonna clear the map. I feel like the other yeehaw power is more useful, but who knows? Who knows on that one? If I was doing a live stream right now, I'd just be like, oh, tweet me or blah blah blah, put it in the stream. Which one should I choose? Should I use the what's called Angry Mob, or should I use the Harvester? The Harvester. Probably gonna end up using the Harvester since it's getting close to it. Oh, jumping zombies! Don't you dare jump over those people. I know you want to. Don't you do it. Don't you dare do it. Take them out. Take them out. Take out those blue sons of bitches. Yeah, got 'em. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep a steady stream of people going. And then I'm gonna get the Gurge. Oh, you need a farmhouse. Damn it. Well, I guess I'm gonna get a farmhouse then. I guess when the big guy shows up and he gets close to the base, then I'll use the harvester. And I'll take him out along with all the witches and other people that come by. And then I'll immediately start just getting crap tons of more people. That is my goal now. Oh, snap. I can use this now. I can use the airstrike. Nah, I'd rather use the harvester. Oh, but I should show you the airstrike. I should also stop clapping next to the microphone. Oh, there goes the big guy. Alright. Alright, bring it on. Bring it on, you fat son of a... Well, that wasn't much of a, of a fight, now was it? Oh, that's funny. Okay, so when he gets to the end of the bridge, I'll send out the harvester. Here, I can already have this getting built so I can start using survivalists. Let's think of the other thing. So the bagged milk thing, yeah, I didn't know how long I was going to talk about that. I just thought it was weird. Thought it was awkward. And apparently I think her name is NG or something like that, is the girl who did the video of it and got really famous and viral because people were just freaking out about bagged milk. Like, it was ridiculous. And I was like, I guess so. I was like, it is kind of weird, but I don't think it's too crazy. Other liquids come in bags. I love Humex. If anybody knows what that is, it's basically just nectar drinks that are made in Mexico. I think they're like shipped from Texas or something like that. It's whatever. And they either come in cans or they come in these really weird boxes, like a box of rice box, basically, but a little bit thicker, obviously, because it's liquid and not just rice. And it comes in boxes like those, but it's still flipping awesome to... It's still awesome to drink and everything like that, just because of the simple fact that it tastes absolutely delicious and it's kind of fun drinking out of a box. To me, it's kind of fun. So yeah, and those come in weird containers. Like that pomegranate juice that's just palm, that comes in the weird containers. It basically looks like a light bulb that has a second twin growing out of it, is what those containers look like. Lots of weird and interesting looking containers, especially if you go over to like different Asian countries and stuff like that. They have a lot of odd looking containers for stuff. It's one of the main reasons why if I ever do go to Japan or Korea and stuff like that, I'm definitely gonna focus more on learning food and stuff. Like while I'm learning Japanese, I'm gonna focus a lot more on learning food and things like that, because it is ridiculous. Their containers and stuff are ridiculous, and you would think, hey, this is what this is because it looks like this. It looks like what I think this would look like. No, don't ever assume that, because you're going to be wrong. And I have the most perfect examples because my grandma gave me candy for Christmas, and it was Japanese candy. So one of them was Japanese candy. The other one, I looked at the label, and there's like a flippin' coffee cup on it with a star, and on the side of it, it says, or it reads some type of blah blah blah, put it in your mouth. I couldn't read kanji all that well, so it says something something, put it in your mouth, hee hee. And what you call it, turns out it tastes like the strongest cough drops in history. Like Halls has nothing on this. It tastes like the strongest cough drop ever. It is ridiculous. Ooh, I'm starting to realize that I probably need to, what you call it, send out more people, because if the survivalist goes down, it's gonna suck. Which he is. Ah, it only takes 3 hits. If I had a preacher right now, that would be awesome. Uh-oh, this might be the end of it, because if both of those big guys get to it... Oh, crap. And the worst part is, like, I have to beat the big dudes to get to the other people for the yeehaw powers, and I can't. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this is all falling apart really quickly. Really, really quickly. This is falling apart. Oh, damn. Oh, dear, oh, my. I probably should have thought farther ahead. Something I learned in economics class. He was like, always use the and what and then what theory. He was like, oh, you did this, and then what you're gonna do, and then what you're gonna do, and then what? Oh, they massacred my place. Oh, crap. What is this? My second time? Third time? Can't even remember now. Alright. I'm gonna try and beat this. Come on. We can do this. Alright. But yeah. So it tasted like ridiculously strong cough drops. Like, horrible. I don't even think they were cough drops. I think it was just some candy that has that medical weird taste to it. I don't think they were actually cough drops. And I didn't even want to be like, Grandma, you messed up. But I really, I wanted to so bad. Be like, Grandma, you should taste one of these candies that you got me. And she'll be like, ugh, they taste like cough drops. And I'm like, yeah, it does. Like, you best believe that it does. Send out one person, and the rest of the money is going towards getting the salvage yard. Oh yeah, so I'm learning how to drive now. Yeah, sad. 19 and don't even know how to drive really. So my coworker is teaching me, and everybody has their weaknesses when they first drive. Apparently mine is speeding. I usually go like 5 to 10 miles per hour over the speed limit, as well as hugging the curb. I get really, really close on the right side of the curb. Like whenever I'm on the left side, I can see the curb, so I don't hug it as close, but on the right side, I don't see the curb, so I end up like riding on the little drainage ditches all the way as I'm driving. So those are the two things I need to work on. And of course parking. Nobody was ever good at parking the first time through. It is weird. Like even the diagrams that they show you for how to park, it looks like somebody did a little fish hook and then cut in all of a sudden to the parking space, and you're just like, I can't do that. That looks ridiculous. And it is, but I'll learn how to drive. So far it's actually not as bad. I didn't want to drive for a long time for the simple fact that I don't know, it's nerve-wracking, and usually it's just at odd hours and things like that. I had a lot of reasons. Oh, this is going a little bit better. Alright. Focus up now. Focus up. Game time. Oh no, jumping zombie. Come on, don't do it. Oh, you can beat that zombie, come on. Well, you probably can't beat that one, but I wish I could make a game like this. I mean, this is a pretty simple game, it seems like. I could probably eventually learn how to code and create a game like this. Come on, $50 more dollars. I'll build this and then immediately get a PAL, helping hand. There we go. Ooh, excuse me. I keep touching the microphone while I'm trying to itch my face. Yeah, so I have a lot of interesting ideas for this channel, just like different things I want to do. Eventually, what I'm going to do is start podcasting with my clone, and my clone is my friend, and he's awesome, and we're thinking about doing a podcast. That's more his area, because he wants to do podcasting a lot more than I want to. I'm all for it. I have no issues with it, and it'd be really, really fun. I was just always more interested in the playthroughs and gaming side rather than the just talking about events and stuff like that. Mainly because he obviously has a better put together memory than I do, and my memory is crap. So usually what would happen is he would talk about something, I wouldn't really remember what I wanted to say about it, or I wouldn't remember the details of what I'm trying to say, and I end up just blubbering for about a minute and a half until he gets angry and is like, he's all like, I don't know what you're trying to say, man. He's like, organize your facts better. He's like, get your facts straight, which I'm horrible with. Obviously, you can tell what kind of papers I probably had issues with. They were research papers. Yeah. And I love singing too, which is sad. So I need to figure out the rules to this whole what can you sing and what can't you sing on the whole while making videos, because I will sing all day long, like constantly, 24/7, until I no longer have a voice. And then if I no longer have a voice, I'll probably still hum or tap my foot to something. You can't stop me. Can't stop till you get enough. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I did. But yeah, so he wants to do podcasting, and I'm all for that. That'll be fun. That'll be interesting. He watches a lot of them. I think he watches the Internet Box. He watches the RT podcast. That's the only one I watch, is the RT podcast, and listen to that. He watches the Internet Box and a couple other podcasts. A lot of them are more gaming, but some of them are kind of more worldly, just any events that are going on and happening. And there we go. Got the cash flow correct. So now I can start building these, yeah. So yeah, and definitely he'll be obviously the main producer, organizer of all of it. I'm just gonna be there to talk and help him out. And we get ridiculous. We get absolutely ridiculous. We'll talk about anything. He likes to say this to me, which I don't know if I should take offense to it or not, because most of the time when he says it, I'm not really all too offended, but sometimes he'll say it in a context where I'll be like, gosh, you're such an asshole. But he'll describe me as a person who has no shame. He'll be like, you have absolutely no shame. I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, means what it means. I just think you don't have any shame about certain things. I was like, is that good? And he's like, I don't know if it's good. I'm just saying you don't you don't have any shame. And sometimes I'll take it as it is, and I'll be like, okay, I guess that means I can do more things than you. Or I'll take it as like really badly, like, why? I don't have any shame. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm a bad person? But yeah, and he'll obviously organize the topics. He has all of the equipment and what he thinks he wants to do with it already set up. But currently he's moving. He's moving out of his parents' house to some apartment that he's gonna start living at. I think towards the end of this month. So like near the end of April, he's gonna start. He's to start living on his own. So hopefully that goes well for him. I'm really hoping it works out for him, because he's starting to try and do things that are positive in his life, and I definitely want to support him. Yeah, it'll be fun. I don't know what name we're gonna get for our podcast. Seems like everybody has a funny podcast name. And I was like, I'm just sitting here like, I don't know. Let's call it Me, You, Talking. Talking on the web. I don't know. Whatever it can be called. Oh yeah, so I don't know if you are fans of Boondocks. So new season is coming up. I think new season airs the 21st or the 21st to the 22nd, and that is going to be amazing. Won't lie, I am more than happy that the new season is finally coming out. I remember the second the third season ended, I was like, I need more of this. This needs to be happening. I need more of this in my life. Stat. And it's not coming out soon enough, but now he finally released it, and the commercials and trailers for it are just flipping hilarious. The whole Breaking Bad parody episode, I hope that is gonna be amazing, because I love the Breaking Bad to death. I watched that whole series in the span of like a week. I just powered through it, and then I watched the I did that thing that they had on TV where you sign in to that TV's channel and you get to participate in the decision makings and who did this decision more often and all that stuff. Okay, I really need this thing, because they're behind me. Oh my god, they're behind me. They're distracting it. Go Harvester. Go Harvester, go Harvester, go. But gosh, what was I talking about? I need to get better at organizing my thoughts. What am I talking about? The Breaking Bad thing. Yeah, I loved the Breaking Bad. All of it. The whole entire series was awesome. I'll say spoiler now. I don't think I'm actually going to spoil anything. But just... Oh, it's crazy seeing the change from... I should probably look up what the dude's name is. I don't know. The dude who plays the main guy, who's not Pinkman. God, that's horrible. Who's not Pinkman. It's a strange thing, a change going from him being one of my favorite characters in Malcolm in the Middle to him being the main dude in Breaking Bad. Like, he's still somewhat silly in Breaking Bad, but nowhere near as silly and crazy like the father he plays in Malcolm in the Middle. And that was my shit. Like, every day after school, Malcolm in the Middle, and then when I finally got cable and the DVR, I recorded like 10, 15 episodes, and I'll just watch it whenever I just am bored. I'll just like put it on, have some classics come flooding back into my life, and I'll just be all happy. I have to build a garage first before I build a chapel. Alright, I'll probably do that. Ooh, I'm wasting a ton of money, but I gotta waste money to make money. Everybody knows that. And yeah, so it's crazy seeing that change going on, and the parody episode in the Boondocks, I hope it is amazing. I hope it's as amazing as I think it's going to be, because if the Boondocks usually do parodies right, they do them where you're just sitting there dying, holding your stomach the whole entire time, just laughing. So I'm hoping that's where they go with this one, and they make it really hilarious. Already, the trailer showed him, what was it, the first or second episode of Breaking Bad, where, oh crap, all these witches are going to destroy my base. Oh, I should have used this. My base isn't going to last before they destroy it. Oh, holy crap. This is hard. I'm going to try one more time, and if I can't, then I'll put out this video, and then I'll try again in the next video to see if I can get it. One more time. But yeah, the trailer for Boondocks had the part where he's in the desert after just killing all those dudes, and he is holding the gun, and it was just like, I'm gonna go out like a flipping G in my underwear shooting at the cops, just not giving a fuck at all. And that does seem totally like Granddad from the Boondocks, like he would do that. Talk about some of my favorite memes. My favorite memes are the Exhibit one, and as well as the Confession Bear. Now, the Exhibit one, because it's just, I hear his voice every time he says it, and then I always add this whole like, dog, like to the end of it, because the one that's my favorite so far from him is the island one. And there's like some island in the world where it's a small little island, and it's in a lake, and then that island that surrounds the smaller one is another island inside of a bigger lake, and then that island is inside of another island in a bigger lake that's inside the ocean. So it's an island inside the ocean, inside an island, inside of a lake, inside of an island, inside of a lake, inside of an island, like Inception of the goddamn islands. And then it's just Exhibit's picture, and he's like, yo dog, I heard you like islands. And I'm a simple person. It gets me every time. It's hilarious. And Confession Bear is my other one, just because Confession Bear can range from like the smallest things, like I put laxatives in my stepmom's drink just because I hated her. Like, that's a Confession Bear. Or it can range to something flippin' crazy ridiculous, like I accidentally slept with my sister at a party and we haven't talked about it in over 4 years. Like, it can range from, whoa, that's kind of messed up, to holy crap, that is out there. So it's always funny to see the Confession Bear kind of ones. And I like Philip J. Fry, the Philip J. Fry meme, take my money, because there's a lot of things where it'll be like, oh, this is an awesome thing that lets you hang up your coats and all that stuff, but it still looks like some cool, crazy monster at the same time, and it'll organize your things. And I'll just be like, I could use that. Take my money. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay. What am I doing? Trying to beat this level, which isn't going to happen anytime soon, because I'm really bad at this. Oh, I'm feeling the frustration of high school coming all over again. Beat him! Beat him! Oh, you're not going to be able to. No, he murdered you immediately. The blue ones do a little damage to my base, don't they? Yeah, they do a little bit. Tiny bit of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Flippin' try to beat this. Damn. So, yeah. And what's the other memes that I like a lot? The overly manly man meme. Oh, that one's good. Where it's like first aid kit. You mean whiskey? Like, was like, oh gosh, that's so ridiculous. Oh man. Or Insanity Wolf. Ah, that used to be the best. It was I'm trying to think of my favorite one. It was something ridiculous, like tearing an arm off or something. It was something quite ridiculous. Um what was it? What was it? What was it? What was it? It was Oh, it was the it was like, oh, just got anally raped in the showers, and that's the top part, and then it's the insanity part. It's all like, return the favor, and I'm just like, oh, that's horrible. Absolutely horrible, but funny, so I like it. Mm. Mm. Funny pickup lines. I heard a nerdy one yesterday. That was great. It was so I didn't even know this. Like obviously I don't spend much time typing or anything like that, so I didn't know this. That the F5 key apparently refreshes the page. Feel like I should have known this from somewhere. Sometime in my life I should have learned it. And it's this really kind of chunky looking dorky dude sitting there, and it says, it's like, oh, you must have been sitting on the F5 key, 'cause that ass is refreshing. And I was like, yes. Dorky, just ridiculous pickup lines, I feel like work the best. The more you try to be cool with your pickup line, the more I think you would fail with it. That goes for both genders. I feel like the more you would just fail with it if you tried to be cool. Like if a girl walked up to me and said that, that'd be a done deal. I would be like, that is hilarious, you win. You have won. Damn. Alright, so I have failed this 4 or 5 times, so I will think of a new strategy and more ridiculous crap to talk about, and I'll be back to try and beat it. Flippin' stage 4 fail is what this video is going to be called, I guess. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I shall... trying to think. Yep. I shall talk to you later. Bye.